Good evening all, and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. It's Sunday night, which means it's traditional beer night, and the beer we're going for tonight is this one. It is Screech Owl from Castle Rock Brewery, and it is an American IPA weighing in at 5.5% ABV, and it says on the back of the bottle that it's brewed with Cascade and Centennial hops, both of which I love. And it also goes on to say that it was first brewed in 2008. Screech Owl has become a firm favourite in Castle Rock's core range of beers. It has all the hallmarks of a classic IPA, fresh, bright citrus hops, a full-bodied mouthfeel, and a refreshing but balanced bitterness to finish. And it's got 2.8 units in the bottle, and there we go. It's about £1.80 in one of the supermarkets. I think this was a Morrison's purchase, as it happens, or about £4 for £6, or whatever the deal is at the moment. So without further ado, let's get it out into a glass and see what we think, shall we? I've been looking forward to this one for quite some time. So, we're pouring it into my Titanic glass today. The pour is pale, always a good start. It's a nice golden colour. See if we can encourage a little head. There we are. So that's your beer in a glass. It is a nice golden colour. It's crystal clear, and you've got about a finger's worth of relatively tight white head. That's your beer in a glass. The obligatory mugshot makes me look a bit like It, really, from the Stephen King films. The second one, not Tim Curry's It. That was far more scary and a much better film. Anyway, looks good. Let's give a whiff. Oh, it is citrus. There is a nice lemony edge. There is a hint of grapefruit, and there's a lovely malt behind it as well. It smells old school, which is a good thing for me. It smells balanced, like I say, hoppy with a good malt and nice citrus edge on the nose. So it looks good, it smells good. Does it taste good? Let's find out. Cheers. It very much does. We'll start with the body. It is medium. It's smooth. It's well carbonated. Sorry, the flavours are just developing, and I'm trying to think about it as well as describing the body. Big citrus flavours. Let's put that out there straight away. It starts with bright lemon, and then it fades into a gentle grapefruit bitterness on the back end, and it's slightly pithy. You've got a nice balanced sweet malt behind it. It really is really quite tasty. Really quite tasty. There's a slight pepperiness to the hops as well, which I really, really love. And just a hint of resin. And a smidgen of like a marmalade type thing going on. It's like almost sticky. It's good. The finish is long enough. It's hoppy, very hoppy, and just delicious. Just delicious. And we all know I look for hops in an IPA, particularly on the back end, and bitterness in the back end, and it's delivering. It really is. Very, very tasty. So, before I drink it all, I leave myself nothing to photograph and nothing to enjoy for the next however long, let's give it some points, shall we? So, Screech Owl, what do I think of you? Well, I think it's really quite good. But, what does the world of Untapped think? For beer that's been around, nigh on 13 years, knocking on for 14 years, it's only had 3,400 check-ins on Untapped, which is woeful for a beer that tastes this good. And an average score of 3.6, which is really, really underselling the beer. I'm going to be brutally honest. So let's check in a few more of those beers, ladies and gents, boys and girls, and let's give it some points as well. From my side, for my currently empty scoreboard of joy, with the looks, the aroma, the body, the taste, and the finish as always. So, the looks. It looks like a good beer. It's the right kind of colour. You've got clarity for days. You've got a nice white head that would only look impressive on cask. You know, it looks all right now. although it's faded quite a bit, but on cask. With a sparkler, that would be creamy for days, and it would just last, and it would lace all the way down that glass. It would be lovely. But, you know, even now, it looks great. You've got nice nucleation points at the bottom of the glass, and you've got carbonation coming up. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, you can just about make it out. It's lovely. I like the look of that. It does exactly what it should do. It's getting a full point. The aroma is lovely. Big citrus hops. And when it says it on the bottle, I'm looking for it. I've got it. Balanced malts. Spot on. Can I fault it? Not really. Not really. The body is exceptional. It is just over medium. It's smooth as you like, and the carbonation is on point, to use a phrase that the kids might be saying nowadays. Yeah, can't fault it. Wouldn't change a thing. Full point. And the taste. I look for hops. I look for bitterness. I look for resin. I get hops. I get bitterness. And I get a smidgen of resin with just a little bit of marmalade on top, and a nice balanced malt behind it all to bring it all to a nice harmony on a Sunday evening. Would I change anything? No, it does exactly what a good traditional IPA should. Ticks all the boxes. So it gets the full point. And finally, the finish. As I mentioned earlier, I look for hops, longevity, and a bit of resin. I've got hops for days. I've got good longevity, and I've got a smidgen of resin. Now, you don't get an awful lot of that in a trad IPA, but there is some. And like I say, you've got that sticky, almost marmalade-like thing going on the back end as well. I like it a lot. An awful lot. And I've given it a full 5 out of 5 on my Untapped scoreboard of joy for Screech Owl. There we go. It's a damn fine beer. It's a damn fine IPA. And it's similar to one of my favourites from Titanic, nonetheless. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a side-by-side of these two, just to compare and contrast. And I haven't done a showdown for a while, so keep your eyes peeled over the next, maybe next month? Yeah, it'll be next month now, because we're at the end of November. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled. I might do a Christmas special with that. Anyway, we're at the end of the video. We're at the point where I'm going to say, that's been the beer. I've been Nick. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got the like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I will see you again soon for another video. Bye.